Hey! I am from the future again! Because I've already recorded this. And I don't know when I'm starting this up. But, you know, as I said last time, had to cut it off, so had to improvise a little intro here, which makes no sense. But let's go! Let's get the last episode! I can, like, spoil everything. Palpatine's behind it all. Enjoy the episode, here we go! Oh. Oh. Interesting. But I can't go down. But he arrived in a plane. And for some reason we're not taking the plane, we're sticking with the train. Okay, but now I can just load, because nothing was out here. So we can just load here and check out the parcel. First, let's talk to Felix one last time. So many things to do. You could just do this, like, super straightforward and take, like, 5 minutes. But, you know, that's not what I do.
Mr. Felix, sir.
What can I do?
I never thought my...
Same.
I've come to pick up my parcel.
Aha.
It's waiting for you there on the counter, miss.
Why, thank you. I've come to... Why?
Yep.
There's no way you could...
What?
Research.
This might seem... It's a real...
We had our moment of glory.
Doesn't it?
Why?
Wait, what did you say here?
It's not house policy to talk about the comings and goings of its...
Yeah, long time ago, and...
Doesn't it make you...
Why?
Okay, yep. It's a mechanical mammoth. An automaton mammoth. And then I get a phone call. From my boss?
Hello?
What the hell are you up to, Kate?
From my boss.
Mr. Marson, please, do try to understand.
Understand? What I understand is this. 1. Our main client is ready to drop the whole caboodle if the deal isn't tied up in the next 24 hours. 2. This is going to cost the firm multi-dineros. And 3. I made a serious error of judgment trusting you with this case. That's what I understand.
I know it doesn't look like it, but...
No buts, Walker. You're looking for a senile old creek and you're making heavy weather of it.
You know, he isn't as senile as all that. He's
Oh
got this
god, she's
creative
so
streak.
bad at this.
Look, drop the mumbo-jumbo. I don't want excuses. I want...
Results.
I've got to go, Mr. Marson.
Oh,
I think
or
I'm
not.
onto something.
I thought he was gonna fire me on the spot. Oh, is he gonna call the hotel and say you're fired?
Hello, reception here. Felix Massano at your service. Yes, ma'am. Yes, she's right here in front of me, ma'am. Immediately. Please, be my guest.
Ma'am? Is it Helena?
Miss Walker, Madam Romansky would like you to join her at the hotel bar as quickly as possible.
I'm going.
Okay. But again, I have to do something.
Mr.
What can
Mr. Felix, you don't know by any chance if...
what was our dear diva after then?
I don't know. I haven't been to see her yet.
My God, well just hurry up please. She doesn't like being kept waiting. She'll blame me for keeping you hanging on. Say I don't know how to do my job. You should have seen me when...
I understand. I'll go see her right away.
Thanks very much.
I never thought...
Okay,
I'm leaving.
alright.
See you.
I do have to go out and talk to Oscar again. I'll do that super quick. Because now, we have got the parcel. And we can go. Right,
Hello,
Oscar?
Oscar, Madam Romansky wants to talk to me urgently. Get
Oh.
ready to start the train. I'll be back immediately.
I shall remain here. Please, do give her my very best wishes.
Yep,
See you
alright.
I'll be
And here we go. Let's look at this. Yeah, Mammoth Automaton. Interesting. I forgot to do that. And one more save. I just want to save very, like, regularly in case we have to do any loading and trying out different things. Like, for example, right now, what if I ignore her and head out here instead? No. Okay. That's later on. Alright, fine. Let's talk.
Madame Romansky, you wanted to see me?
There you are, my dear. I wanted to talk to you before you leave. I didn't want you to get the wrong idea. Despite our mishap in Komkosgrad, I'm very grateful to you. You helped me to forget my life here and this dead beach where I stroll up and down all day,
Stroll?
getting more
Or
and
roll?
more bored.
So much the better.
Time passes so quickly. One day you are at the peak of your glory. You think it is going to last forever. And then one day the bubble bursts and you are washed up and forgot.
Wow.
Madame Romansky, don't be so gloom and doom. It doesn't suit you.
And if there is no one left to help you out, you start to sink into a long, dark winter.
Oh my
Perhaps
god.
you should rest now. We've had a trying time. It's been emotional. You must be tired.
When I returned here, Hans gave me such a taste for life. He too was ill. Ah, he coughed. He must have spent too long at the factories, breathing in their smoke. And then he was better. And he left. And I stayed with my memories.
Hans Vorarlberg?
Hans Vorarlberg was so full of joy, so carefree. He
Lytle.
was a little simple of spirit, of course.
A
as they
little
say.
simple.
He was a child who made fantastic toys. I think that maybe I loved him.
Pedophilia!
Everyone knows where he is today.
Because he was a child!
The plane with the hotel supplies
Right?
has arrived. Maybe you should take a walk outside.
I don't understand.
I am old. I am tired. I have been very pleased to meet you, Kate Walker.
Bye,
Goodbye,
Helena.
James. Do look after Madame Romansky.
That is all I ever do, miss. May fortune follow your every footstep. The snow is a good sign.
Is it?
Really?
The snow chases the wind away and covers the salt and sand on the ground. The air becomes purer and still. Ideal conditions for a constitutional.
Great. Thanks for everything, James.
Guess we should just walk to Syberia then, right? Instead of taking the train. And I would try to follow them and go into the things, but I very much doubt that's anything. Let's do it. I'll just cut. Yeah, I mean, she's just in her room. She's not actually here. And here we go. Hello. Who's this?
Good morning, sir. Mr. Vorarlberg?
Yep.
Hans Vorarlberg?
You've brought the train, then. That's good.
Mr. Vorarlberg, you have no
Fuck,
idea
oh,
how
shit.
pleased I am to meet you at last.
I
I'm
forgot.
Kate.
Where
I
is
should have
Anna?
talked to Oscar
Your
again.
sister has passed away, Mr. Vorarlberg. I am sorry. Truly sorry.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's Anna who would have come, right? Not you.
That's true.
I guess you're right, Mr. Vorarlberg. My name's Kate Walker.
Kate Walker. Okay, I'm going away on the train. A long way away.
Where's that?
That way. Syberia.
Syberia. I'm sorry. Mr. Vorarlberg, I've been ordered to tie up the buyout of your factory in Valladolid. It's, my job, you understand.
Anna told me. The automatons. That's over now, isn't it?
Mr. Vorarlberg, the factory belongs to you now, and I need your signature to tie up the deal.
Okay. Then I'm going away. On the train.
Here's the sales contract. I'll give you some time to look it over. Your sister already agreed to the terms. All we need now
And he just
is
signs it
your
right
signature.
away.
What? You've signed just like that? Without reading it?
I can't read. I don't know how to.
Oh, in that case, I'll read it for you.
No, it's okay. Leave it. I've got to go away on the train, Kate Walker.
As you wish, Mr. Vorarlberg. And let me wish you a very pleasant journey.
Is it my boss again?
Yes?
Listen, Walker, I've decided to send over some backup.
No need, Mr. Marson.
What do you mean?
Hans Vorarlberg has just signed. Everything's hunky-dory.
Are you saying that...
Yep. That Vorarlberg Manufacturing is now the exclusive property of the Universal Toy
Woo!
Company.
But
Yeah.
that's great news. Good work. Excellent work, Walker. A real masterstroke. I knew I could count on you, Kate.
Yeah,
I
sure.
congratulate you.
Thank you, sir.
Right, now get back here as quick as you can. I want those papers on my desk tomorrow. My secretary will organize a meeting with Universal Toys immediately. You'll no doubt want to hand over the contract yourself. And now that I think of it, I've got no one on the Schwann Airport case. Big trial coming up. A real opportunity. The job is yours. My little way of saying thank you, Kate Walker.
You're too kind.
You have a great career as a lawyer ahead of you, Kate. See you tomorrow. Well done again, and don't lose those papers, huh?
Ahaha!
The dumbest thing.
Yeah. So dumb.
Sure. Real dumb.
Kate Walker?
Yes, Mr. Vorarlberg?
Are you coming on the train too, Kate Walker?
No. That really wasn't in the plan. But thanks for offering. This adventure's all over for me now, Mr. Vorarlberg.
Too bad. Silly, really. You don't like adventure, do you?
I don't really... I mean, maybe there's... It's not easy to say.
Yes?
I have to go back to New York. They're waiting for me there, you understand?
I understand. The plane. It's going to New York too, maybe.
Maybe. I suppose I'd better go find out.
Yes. It's more sensible. Maybe. See you later, Kate Walker.
Yes.
In a while.
See you
Hans.
later, Mr. Vorarlberg.
Mission complete. No! The twist! Don't slip and fall! Oh, she slipped and fell. Bye, Felix. Do you want to play Syberia 2 now? What? I have never seen this before. And I'm also realizing that I'm going to have to split this up into 2 episodes. So I'm probably gonna have to improvise some, like, after I'm done doing an ending to the last episode and then an intro for this episode that isn't gonna be this episode, because this is not working out. There's way too many things to do, because I don't even want to quit now. I haven't even talked about the game. I haven't seen, I don't know if there's like credits to be played. I want to talk to Oscar again. There's stuff to do, so yeah, sorry. This is gonna be, I mean, you're watching the last episode now, but you won't have been before, so we'll see how that works out. So I'm gonna say no. And it plays the credits, I see. Because I am very curious what happens if I say yes. And I'm gonna do that after I try the Oscar thing one last time, just to see what happens there. But yeah, there you have it. It's very quiet now. I'm gonna have to, like, up this music volume for some reason. This is, like, super quiet when everything else has been really loud every time in the game. So that is Syberia 1. Fuck the contract, fuck the toy factory thing. We just, like, ignore it and run away. Or do we? We'll find out in Syberia 2. It's like kind of a... It's a resolution. We find Hans, but there's still more to do. We still have to, since we choose now to go with Hans and try to find Syberia, I suppose, and find the real live mammoths. That's what we're doing now. And the contract and my life in New York, fuck that. Because I mean, I've lost my fiancé anyway. They cheated. They'll be happier without me, right? Something like that. So we'll see where it goes in Syberia 2. But now, as for this game, replaying it has been really fun, and there were definitely a lot of things I noticed that I never paid attention to when I played it, like, way back. Like, for example, some of the negatives. Some of the puzzles just felt really, like, they weren't hard to figure out how you did them, like, mechanically what you had to do, but they were sometimes very difficult to understand why you wanted to do something, or, like, what the motivation was. It was just kind of, you just do things, you pick up everything, and there's no incentive to do anything. Like, the prime example is the book puzzle with the powder, the Yangala Cola powder, finding the book, and, like, you don't know why you want to pick up the powder unless you find the book, and you just have to randomly find it and have to randomly decide that you want to randomly read it, because there's no real reason for why you should want to do that. But yeah, that's one of the things, just puzzles that, like, make mechanical sense, but in my opinion, not really logical sense. But there weren't too many of those, so that's fine. I thought it was going to be way more, honestly. And there we go. Main menu. And then there were also, like, lots of inconsistencies with the dialogue and stuff, where, you would say things before you knew that you were gonna say them, because I did it, like, in such a specific way, and... I mean, I guess that's partly because I was so obsessed with trying to find out every single line and all that stuff. So, my bad, I suppose. But still, it's an oversight in a few places here and there. And also the whole, like, grammar thing, like, the subtitles were pretty bad sometimes, and lots of typos and grammar mistakes and just flat out being wrong. And last major negative thing, in my opinion, is the audio mixing. Because just, like, the fact that there's no voice audio slider compared to sound effects, like, the background sound sometimes was just way too fucking loud, and the music drowned it out even when you lower all the music, and then this is super, super quiet, but then other pieces of music are super loud. And yeah, just in general, audio mixing could have been done better, but this game was from 2000 and something? 2? Was it 2002? I know it takes place in 2002, but was it released there as well? I guess so, maybe. If it was, that's kind of impressive that they, like, made the game and then released it in the year that it takes place. Like, they planned out that so well. Was that actually how it happened? Because if so, yeah, that's impressive. But yeah, I still love this game. I think it's great. I think it's fucking gorgeous. It just looks so great. All the environments are really fun and varied, and all the hub areas are, like, interesting, even though I kind of hate Konkolsgrad. I think it's boring and dull. It's still interesting. Like, I can appreciate it more now that I'm older and not so focused on just, like, oh, I want to see the pretty colors. Like, it's still an interesting setting, even though I will say Validlen and Barokstadt are still my favorites just because of how nice they look and stuff. And the voice acting is, like, top-notch. Honestly, this is, like, super good voice acting. There were not really any complaints for me, like, except for a couple of tiny moments where, like, it seemed like the voice actors didn't quite understand the emphasis that the script wanted to get out of them. Just an example from this episode or last episode where Oscar wants the ticket and stuff, and she's gonna scream at him like, "Oscar, stop, you fucking idiot." She just kind of said, like, "Oscar," which, I don't know, it's just, like, tiny things where they didn't convey quite as well what I think they were meant to convey. But otherwise, like, every single character, even tiny, hey baby, you party? Like, side characters were still, like, voiced really well, and they felt like real characters, every single one of them, and yeah, that is one of the more impressive things about this game that I never noticed when I played it. So, there you have it. Syberia 1. And as I said, I tried recording Syberia 2, like starting it up, and it worked just as well as this one, if not better. I didn't have to tweak any, like, color resolution things, like playing it with 16-bit color or whatever, which I had to do for this game. So everything seems fine, and I should be able to just go right in to Syberia 2. And, well, now this is gonna be a bit weird. I'm gonna say my outro here, but then I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna load and just talk to Oscar after talking to Helena, but before talking to Hans, just to see if he says anything. And then I'm gonna cut to after the game is over, and I'm gonna say, yes, I want to play Syberia 2, and just see what happens. If it just, like, closes the game and launches Syberia 2, or what, I don't even know what it's gonna do. Open a home page, maybe? I might not even be able to show that, so if so, then I'll just, like, cut it there. And then I have to, like, record the, intro to this episode and the outro to the last episode. So, thank you very much for watching this series. I hope you enjoyed. I sure did. This was really fun to revisit. And there are, after Syberia 2, I don't know if I can get a hold of Syberia 3 or if that's, like, allowed on YouTube. No clue. We'll see about that. But I have other games as well. Like, this is making me want to revisit other point-and-click games and maybe make series on them, but I don't know if that's such a good idea, because I'm not sure people want to see, like, old games. I tend to try and stay relevant, but there have been a few of you who have been enjoying this series with me, and that's really fun. Honestly, I'm happy that someone wanted to check out this game, because it is such a gem, in my opinion. I snark and I poke holes at it, but this is still one of my favorite adventure games of all time. I just think this is gorgeous, and it's like, this was before the whole, like, steampunk craze, so it's very original, in my opinion, and has such a nice aesthetic, and yeah, thank you very much for joining me for this series, and I hope you'll join me for Syberia 2, which I didn't remember quite as fondly, but it's still very good, as far as I remember. And maybe I was just wrong, maybe it is much better than I think, because I just remember really liking this game because of the varied environments, where Syberia 2 doesn't really have that as much. So there you have it. It's over. I've said thanks for watching many times already. Hope you enjoy the series, and I'll see you in Syberia 2. Bye-bye!
Madam Romansky.
And now we talk to Elena.
There you
Bye! And now we talk to Felix. Because I got the parcel, and he might have something new to say now.
Mr. Felix.
What?
Mr. Felix.
What
Ah.
was
I don't know. I haven't been to see
I
you.
have, though.
My God.
Okay,
I
that's
am
another
backstage.
inconsistency.
I'm leaving now.
See you.
I guess they just didn't think anyone would be stupid enough to do what I'm about to do. And finally, Oscar. But I guess, because of the Helena thing, he's
Hello,
also gonna say the same thing.
Oscar.
Yeah.
Madam Romansky wants to talk to me urgently.
Even though
Get ready to
she
start-
doesn't. Alright,
I'll
so that's it. It was nothing. Now I will finish the game again, and then we'll see what happens when I click yes, I want to play Syberia 2 right now. Sit tight.
Kate walk.
Oh, there we go. Just skip past it. Do you want to play Syberia 2 now? Sure. Yep, it's gonna open my fucking browser. I knew it. Is it? It just closed the game. That's all it did. It just closed the game. and nothing happened. It didn't open my browser. I thought it would. It didn't start Syberia 2. I guess because I don't remember this being a thing in the original game. So I don't remember it being like a remnant of the CD version where you would like, it would maybe pop out the, oh yeah, maybe that was it. Maybe it would like pop out your CD tray and you would put in like disc 1 of Syberia 2 and it would just start up right away because like it's a continuation. It's meant to be, it's not like 2 separate games. They are just, even though there is a slight resolution at the end here, it is really like a continuation. So we're just gonna essentially continue the series in the next game. But yeah, it just closed the game. That's it. Nothing. You didn't even see the credits or anything. So, finally, one last time, thank you for watching, and that is it for Syberia 1. Bye-bye!